Hey guys, Squad here. Today I'm going to show you my gear that I've been using for my channel. This is my Nikon D3300. It has an APS-C sensor capable of 24 megapixels. It may be not the best and not the fastest, but it's still a very capable DSLR, and I'll show you why. Here's some pictures that I shot with this camera. This DSLR is actually very light compared to its counterparts. What you can do to add weight to it is to attach a battery grip. In order to do that, first you have to remove the battery compartment cover. Just a tip, so you won't lose the cover, place it inside the little compartment. Now it's time to attach the battery grip. Remember to lock it down tightly. Let's connect the battery grip to the body with the provided cable. All there's left is to put the battery in and we're all good. This is my nifty 50 Yongnuo 50mm f1.8. It is actually one of the best lenses that I've tried for a very cheap price. It is a nifty 50 and the problem with it doesn't produce sharp images open wide. Despite the downside, it's still a very good lens for its price. And this is my Nikkor 18 to 55mm f3.5 to 5.6. Even though this is a kit lens, most of my photos earlier were shot with this. When you will attach the lens, you have to know where the marker is. Typically on the Nikon, it is a white dot. Now for the moment of truth. Surprising? It opens, yeah, of course. Okay, let's try taking pictures with it. Well, as expected of this DSLR, it has a very slow autofocus. It only has like 11 points. Oh yeah, I forgot to put in the memory card. You don't actually need a DSLR to start a channel. You actually have a small portable device, which is your phone, that you could use as your camera. It's actually better to have creativity and knowledge when making videos instead of having this latest gear, the biggest cameras, but you don't know how to use it. So start out small by using your phone or whatever camera you have and start making videos. And from there, you will make a name for yourself and for your channel. The camera I'm about to show you is a very nostalgic camera for me because it's my very first digital camera, which is Canon Powershot A2200. It's the one I use when I take pictures and film my friends, my family, and my school events. I've used this camera for like 5 years since its release when I was young, and it is the camera where I first learned photography and filming. As I said, any camera will do to start learning something new. The camera I'm about to show you is my new camera actually. I've got it recently. It is the Sony A6000. It was released in 2014 and here are its key features. Get ready because it's very mouthful. It has 24.3 megapixel APS-C CMOS sensor, a hybrid autofocus system with 25 contrast detect and 179 phase detect points, 11 fps continuous shooting with subject tracking, tilting LCD with 921,600 dots, OLED electronic viewfinder, Full HD video recording at 1080 60 frames per second and 24 frames per second with clean HDMI out. It has Wi-Fi with NFC capability and downloadable apps. This camera has a very decent menu system, but you can't see it because the Nikon isn't focusing at all. as I said, this camera has an electronic viewfinder, so I have to actually find it on the menu and turn it on. This is what I love about the Sony system, is their electronic viewfinder, because what you see is actually what your output will be. But the problem is, it drains your battery, like a lot. So I have to actually turn it off most of the time unless I need it. So yeah, about the 11 FPS. So yeah, as you can hear, it's very pleasing to the ears. Anyways, I made a custom Paracord bracelet for this camera. Comment down below if you would like me to make a tutorial about it. The camera right in front of you is actually a film camera. It's very old and it seems obsolete, but it's actually not. This is the Olympus Mju-1. This film camera is actually from my parents passed down to me, and I haven't tried a film camera ever. I might as well consider film photography once I get some batteries and film rolls for this camera. But I have nothing much to say about this, so let's move on. And the filters, one of the holy grail that I love. A filter that is actually like shades for your camera, per se, lenses. What it does is actually help the photographer shoot at a wider aperture without having all the light pass through. It is basically like an f-stop. One more essential adapter lens for me is the macro and wide angle lens. What it does is actually on its name. The first one, it has on wide angle when you combine these two lenses together, and one has a macro focal length. The 58mm that I have has a pro mist effect to it, I don't know why, but the 52mm is okay. The next one is my very essential travel pouch. Basically, my travel pouch has everything that I need for the day. The memory card, the battery, the USB cable, the adapter, the charger, the lens wipes, so yeah. And the last one on the list is the setup of my tripod. This tripod is called the YUNGTENG VCT688. It is made out of aluminum and plastic, but the good thing about it, it has a panoramic head. And the rubber feet is actually good, it moves based on the surface. I could also attach a quick release Swiss Arca type of bracket. All I have to do is pull the lever and put the base plate in. On this type of system, the quick release L bracket, I could switch up from landscape to portrait in seconds. That is all for today, and this is all my gear for 2021, and I will continue adding in the future. Thanks for staying up to this minute, see you all, and thanks for watching.